Good afternoon. It's February the 6th, 2018. Time to recap today's trading and take a look at tonight. I'll be back at 3 after the Emini day session closes, and we'll talk about trading the Globex session and how you do it. And the work that you do after the day session closes, or our analysis that we do right now, will be the basis for that trading. Hypothetical or simulated performance results have certain limitations. Unlike an actual performance record, simulated results do not represent actual trading. Also, since the trades have not been executed, the results may have under or overcompensated for the impact of any of certain market factors, such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are also subject to the fact that they're designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profit or losses similar to those shown. We came in this morning. The first trade was in the 10 to 15 area, and before the day session opened, we were able to pull those trades off. Gave a great trade. Our second sell zone was 25 to 35, and there was not a sell signal till we got all the way up here above 75. And so that was your first sell signal. V-top right here, this would have been a good trade. V-tops, V-bottoms, so sell stop, buy stop, retest failure. Again, if you want to just get in and really work it, V-bottom, retest failure, V-top. This one, playing for a V-bottom, would have been a loser. This was the trade what Scott alerted us to, or perhaps it was this one, I forget. I think it was this one. And if you don't want to have a resting limit buy because of the volatility, then a buy stop when you take out that bar's high, or a buy stop when you take out that one, keeps you from getting your head handed, potentially getting your head handed to you. Mean green trade, mean green trade, mean green trade. All worked out very well. It's a very popular trade. Playing for a V-top, breaking that bar's low, probably a loser. V-top here, scratch. V-bottom, positive. V-top, could be a loser. So again, you're going to have to bring to this something a little bit different than just a V-top or a V-bottom. And the areas that, and as you move into the middle of the day and go lunchtime New York, lunchtime to Chicago, what do we have? We have the professional trader, and he's looking for hour stops, so you have to be really careful for that. So right now we were guessing that getting back up to the 75 area, maybe 86 where that high volume number was. They went a little bit past that. They got stops above the day session high. I thought an hour ago it'd be easier to get to 2600 than it would be to get to 27, but that did not prove to be correct. And again, you know, you just get in and you take your trades, no matter what you think. If the methodology works, and there happens to be a head and shoulder there, mean green trade, and a buy, no guarantee that that's a winning trade at all. But that one happened to work out big time because of the extra volatility. So again, your job is just to get out there and work it and see what happens, and then pick it up from there. Okay, taking a look at the F1, and again, today we were anticipating a pause day. Tomorrow, my guess is we're going to make a run at support first, and if we can't crack the 2600 area, then we're set for more institutional buying and get up above 2700. We also see some short covering there. So lower high, lower low, but we're looking at a hell of a P right there on the F1. So the F1 says we can sell it tomorrow. And our F2 screen is going to be definitely a P. And we had a P behind us in Globex. We had a P right here. And so you say, why in the hell would you be a seller when you first start out in the morning? We'd be a seller because we had all that selling behind us, and we one sell in the market, and that's about what it was. This, without a piece of news, and tomorrow's news is the crude oil inventories. You're selling the 95, then 2700, 2705 for sell 1, sell 2. Buy side, I'm a little hesitant to get in there, but 50 to 60, and these are swags, perhaps even less than a swag, a wag. 25 to 35 for buy 2. Tough call. We'll have to wait and see what Globex is. In fact, tonight's probably not the night to look for how to trade Globex. I'll briefly review the charts because of the volatility. These are not normal conditions. A 10-year auction is tomorrow. We expect to see selling in London to set up the intermediate term auction tomorrow. And we're looking at a higher low and a higher high, but a pretty pronounced B. And that would fit the idea that we probably will have selling tomorrow. So here we are at 11, 15 to 19, sell 1, 23, 27, sell 2. The breakout here came from 7, so I'm going to make 1 to 5, buy 1, because I believe the 10 year is going to be lower. And 21, 25 for buy 2. Maybe the Emini will kick up the volatility somewhat. When you're in 2-point increments, it really makes it tough to pick out your support and resistance points, but we can be a little sloppy because of the volatility. Looking at the 30-year, well, here we are at 27, and the last rotate up stopped at 4, and we got volume at 4, so we'll make the buck to 04. 1, sell 7 to 11, and we'll make it 19 to 23 for sell 2. And if E-mini's crashing, we do not want any part of the short side. 24, 28, number 1. 17 to 21, buy 1. And then 5 to 9, buy 2. They can sell the market and take it lower, but they can't break it if they're going to move the paper. We got an outside day on gold, and we did finish weak. So outside day means traded. Trading range day is most likely the next. Looking at a pretty pronounced B. And here we have that late break after 1:30 New York time. So, 2:30 New York. And we know that about gold, and it almost always, it's rarely to the upside. It can be. There's your M period spike right there, but usually it's to the downside. So, here we are at 23. The spell was from 28. So 25, 27, sell 1. 29, 31, sell 2. On the buy side, 19 to 21, buy 1. I believe there was some support at 17, a little dent. 15 to 17, buy 2. Crude oil. Once again, my ego suffers. It's a good thing it starts with a little e, not a big E. Just can't get too worked up in this game about how smart you think you are. Lower high, lower low, find a place to sell it. Yeah, you do get humbled on a regular basis. And I think we did a J split earlier in the day. So 63, 63 and a quarter. We have the APIs tonight. They hopefully we'll get a draw at then 50 to 75 for buy 2 at Cushing. We'll make 75 to the buck. Sell 1, give it a little room because of tonight's APIs, and then 64.25 to 50, and we'll adjust in the morning. Okay, a couple articles out today about QE accelerating by the Fed. That will further pressure treasuries, take interest rates higher, and if stocks are selling because of higher interest rates, that will dampen the buying in the stock market. And the stock market did get ahead of itself. Okay, and the euro, lower high, lower low. Find a place to sell it. NRF2 will confirm it. Well, it did early this morning. So we rallied up. So we got a seller at 25. Sell 1. Sell 2 at 50. Buy 1 at 75. Buy 1 at 50. That made it pretty easy. Hey, we are living history right now. It is fun to be a trader under these conditions. I'll be back at 3 and we'll talk about the considerations. It's not really the best time to look out on a trade to Globex 10, but we'll give it a shot and we'll build on it over the next week, okay? I'll see y'all bright and early in the morning. As far as making new market calls at 3 o'clock, we're going to do a little education.